Welcome to Crime Uncovered. Today we have Dr. Emily Carter, a forensic scientist, with us. Dr. Carter, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Dr. Carter, you've worked on many cases. What is a particularly interesting one?
One case that stands out involved a burglary that turned into a murder. A man was found dead in his home, and at first the police thought it was a simple robbery gone wrong. The house was a mess, drawers open, furniture overturned. But something didn't feel right.
What made it seem suspicious?
The crime scene looked staged. Usually in a real burglary, thieves take valuable items like money or electronics. But here, nothing valuable was missing. We started to think that the suspect had tried to make it look like a robbery.
So, how did you begin your investigation?
First, we collected evidence. We found fingerprints on the victim's door and furniture, all belonging to people who knew him, family and friends. We also noticed there were no signs of forced entry, suggesting the victim probably knew the killer and had let them inside. That immediately made all those friends and relatives potential suspects, so we had to verify their alibis. For those without clear alibis, we conducted DNA tests to rule them out. None of the tests produced a match, so they were all cleared.
How did you find the suspect?
Police investigators checked security cameras in the neighborhood and saw a man parking his car in a nearby lot before entering the house about 2 hours before the body was found. We also examined the autopsy report, which showed that the victim had been shot with professional precision. That made us consider the possibility that someone close to the victim had hired a hitman. The police then traced the victim's wife's phone records and found that she had been calling an unknown number frequently in the days leading up to the murder. When they investigated further, they discovered that the number belonged to an ex-convict who owned a car matching the one caught on security footage the night of the murder. To confirm our suspicions, we ran a DNA test on the suspect, and it matched the biological evidence found at the crime scene.
Incredible. So, you caught them based on the staged crime scene and phone records?
Exactly. The crime scene told a different story than what the suspects claimed. Once we had enough evidence, they both confessed. The victim's wife had given the killer a key to the house, which he used to enter.
What happened after their confession? Did the case go to trial?
Yes, after their confession, they were both arrested and charged, the wife for conspiracy to commit murder and the hitman for first-degree murder. The prosecution had a strong case because we had physical evidence and direct phone records linking them to the crime.
How long did the trial last?
The trial lasted about 3 weeks. The defense tried to argue that the wife had nothing to do with the crime, claiming the hitman acted alone. However, the phone records, DNA evidence, and security footage were too strong to ignore. Prosecutors also played recordings of the suspect's interrogation, where he eventually admitted that the wife had paid him to commit the murder.
What was the final verdict?
Both were found guilty. The hitman received a life sentence without parole, and the wife was sentenced to 25 years in prison for planning the crime.
That must have been satisfying for law enforcement and the victim's family.
It was. The victim's family was relieved to see justice served. Cases like this show how important forensic science is. Without DNA evidence, phone records, and security footage, it would have been much harder to prove their guilt.
Thank you for sharing this fascinating case with us, Dr. Carter. It's incredible to see how forensic science plays a key role in solving crimes.
My pleasure. Forensic science is about uncovering the truth, and every case brings us one step closer to justice.